Hey guys, Mysterion here. So, do you think there is life outside of Earth? What are your thoughts on that? We're going to talk about that today anyway. So, there is a general in Israel, right? He's like 87, right? It was in the news or something, right? Anyway, he has made a claim, and I wanted to talk about this claim with you. So, he has made a claim that the United States, Israel, have a galactic federation with aliens, which is interesting. And he said that they have some sort of space station on Mars, and that there are representatives of Israel, the United States, and these alien representatives, and they come together and they negotiate and they talk about things, right? Now, there's something I want you to realize. Now, this general who made this claim, he's 87, right? This is an old dude, right? This guy probably hasn't had sex for about 30 years, right? This dude lonely as hell, right? He needs something, right? You don't know it yet because you're probably all young watching this. Your fetuses, maybe. I really don't know. But honestly, you get to an age where you're so lonely, you just say anything. I don't know, man. Mate, I don't know. You're 87-year-old man hasn't got too long to live, mate. He just wants someone. I don't know, mate. Maybe I don't know. Anyway, so he thinks that there is a galactic federation, essentially. It's Star Wars, Star Trek type of crap. That type of thing. And in a journal article about it, they said that this information was in line with there is a fifth branch of I believe it's the military in the United States now, which is the Space Force, or the armed or fifth branch of the armed forces, I should say, which is the Space Force or the Space Military, something around that name. That the United States has established, right? And at the moment, I don't believe they do very much, but who knows, right? Anyway, so they claimed that Donald Trump was stopped by this Galactic Federation for outing the aliens because apparently it would lead to mass hysteria. Mass hysteria. And I can't say that they're wrong because we are a nation, we are a country, and even okay, we just look at Australia, right? We are a country where there are men who drink beer or alcohol out of their shoes, right? We are a planet that had a shortage of toilet paper because people were worried about a lung virus, like a virus in your lungs, right? So we're not the smartest people in the world, right? We're not all we're not the smartest people in the universe, I would say. Okay, we're pretty dumb in that fact, right? Or we are realistically, if you look at that type of stuff. You know, we do dumb things. That's what that's what I'm getting at. So I can understand that the aliens, if they exist. Look, I think there could be aliens, maybe. The chance that we are the only people in this entire universe, I would say, is very nil. Now, I would like to see proof of aliens before I fully believe it, but I believe that it is possible that perhaps they could exist, at least to some capacity. I don't think they're out there I don't think they're in the earth. I don't think that they're close to here. I reckon they're ages away, in my personal view. Although, things like Roswell and all that's always interesting. I like watching those alien documentaries. I think those are pretty sick. You should watch some. Anyway, so Donald Trump was stopped from outing the aliens, right? From this Galactic Federation. And that's the first thing that makes this kind of dodgy, right? Because Donald Trump has said some funny things. Like this dude will say anything he feels he needs to say. And you know what? That's why I love Donald Trump. That's one of the things I love about him, right? He'll literally say exactly what he thinks. So for you to tell me that the most powerful man in the world, right? Or at least I believe I think the president is the most powerful person in the world, if not Vladimir Putin. Probably the president though. If okay, the president of the free world was stopped by a federation that's on Mars, a red planet of nothing at this point, right? Elon Musk's wet dream planet, like that, right? He was stopped by them from saying what he wanted to say. I don't believe that. I feel like Trump would just say it, and that would be it, right? He would be the person. Realistically, he would say it, right? He's the same person who said that if he was in government, he would arrest Hillary Clinton. Now he never did it, but he said that he would do it, right? And that's ballsy. You have to understand. This is a balls dude. This is a ballsy dude, right? He's a ballsy dude. He will say what he thinks. That's what I'm getting at, right? And I think I can understand if the aliens did exist, why they'd want to be, a bit sus, why they'd want to be hidden, right? Because we're an odd people. But at the same time, it'd be interesting to know if there is actually life on other planets, right? That we can, visit or see, or, if they've been here. Because I think it would answer questions. And I also believe that it would put us in perspective. I think whilst it would scare a lot of people, it also gives us the ability to realize we're not that special. We're not. We are one of perhaps many societies that exist in the grand scheme or the grand universe, right? We are one of maybe billions of societies that I assume exist outside of Earth or outside of the Milky Way, or whatever it is. Right? I'm not an astrologist, all right? But yeah. So outside of what we understand is what I'm getting at, right? And it'd be interesting to know the type of information. And I think of it this way: like, imagine the trade that we could do with these beings if we knew if they existed, right? Like, think of the money that could be made, right? If we allowed their currency here and they allowed our currency there, bro, we'd make crazy money, right? Because space, if you don't know, right, space is a resource rich place. And I don't remember who said it. It was somebody rich, right? He said the first trillionaire will be from space, right? So it's going to be someone who does something space related, right? But you know what? I don't know, because Jeff Bezos is like, he's getting there, all right? He's sitting on a good 200 billion, man. Like, I reckon if he stayed alive for another like 15 years, I reckon he'd become a trillionaire straight up. Yeah, but I reckon he'll be the first trillionaire in like 15 years. It'll take him a while because a trillion is a lot of money. But I genuinely believe that he'll get there. Like, if he doesn't kick the bucket anytime soon, he'll be the first trillionaire. All right. But yeah, the concept that we are not the only people, like the only beings in this universe, I think is really interesting, and we should take it with stride. We shouldn't be worried about it, because at the end of the day, if we establish peace with them and we establish trade with them that's beneficial to both, they're not going to take us over, right? We're not. I don't think we need to worry about them invading here. Realistically, I think what we should do is just be mutually beneficial, and I think that's the best way to approach it if there was actually aliens. You know, and you know what? Think of it this way: the amount of guys in this world, we have a lot of horny people in this world, right? You can't deny it. We do. The amount of guys that would want those aliens men, far. Like, I had a mate who showed me some real disgusting stuff on the hub that was alien stuff, and I'll tell you what, I wouldn't watch it. I didn't like it whatsoever. But that had a lot of views, and a lot of people liked it. So I'm telling you now, that could be mutually beneficial, I reckon. So to them or to the people, That's something, right? They want to get in them alien guts. I really don't know. But look, regardless, this has been another episode. I hope you enjoyed watching. Maybe we'll meet some aliens soon, and I can make some mad alien stock money. And yeah, have a great one. Hope to see you in the next one. Peace.